Hello everybody and welcome back to the new VR news. As always, I am Mateo311 and this is your one channel for everything VR related. As usual, we're diving into the new and upcoming VR game releases, checking out the latest software improvements that are coming out for VR, and of course, previewing some upcoming hardware tech. If you're looking for additional information, links will be in the description, and let's not waste any more time, let's get into this, guys. Okay guys, the game news is a little light for this week, but it doesn't mean we don't have anything good to check out. So first up, The Wizard's Dark Times, the sequel to the 2018 The Wizards, released last week to positive reviews. The Wizard Dark Times is a spellcasting action-adventure title. You'll battle your way through a large array of fantasy creatures using a gesture-based system to create elemental spells. The combat is frantic yet strategic, and it's a title I'm hoping to cover on the channel if I could just free up a little bit more time. Okay, so next up, The Republic VR is coming to Steam. Now this title originally released last July for the Oculus Store, and it was a VR adaptation of the 2015 title, which was developed by some industry veterans known for titles such as Metal Gear Solid, Halo, and Fear. Republic VR is an action stealth title set in a world of extreme government surveillance. Now, the original base game and the VR version on the Oculus Store all have positive reviews, with many users comparing it to the Metal Gear series. The game will be available on Steam June 12th, and oddly, it's currently listed as free, but my assumption is if you buy the base flat screen version, you will also get the VR version, and the flat screen version is listed at $9.99. So next up, we were supposed to get some new news on Solaris Off-World Combat today during Upload VR's showcase. Unfortunately, the showcase has been pushed back to June 16th. Now, the developers, First Contact Entertainment, have been extremely tight-lipped regarding this title. We're only getting little teases here and there, and I was really looking forward to getting some more gameplay footage. Up until now, it's been a lot of CGI and concept art. Now, expectations for this title are really high because this is the same team that brought us Firewall Zero Hour. This game is still slated to release by the end of the year for the Quest and Oculus Rift. For now, I'll settle with getting some actual gameplay footage. So last up in the game news, Half-Life Alyx mods continue to pour in, and I guess it was only a matter of time until someone recreated the PT demo. If you're not familiar with PT, it was originally a game demo to tease an upcoming Silent Hill title. Unfortunately, that title was cancelled, but this horrifically creepy demo just continued to live on. So it's been once again remade, and this time in the Source 2 engine as a Half-Life Alyx mod. It's not exactly the same as the original, but still creepy as hell as you continually travel down a hallway that just overlaps itself. The audio and the lighting just continue to make things creepier and creepier, so if you're up for a good scare, go ahead and download this mod and check it out. I will be passing on this. Okay, so moving into the software updates, the Oculus PC App version 18 should be improving positional tracking when using the Oculus Link. When using an Oculus Quest tethered to a PC, it doesn't function the same as a traditional PC VR headset. Instead, the video is compressed, transferred over USB, and then decoded. Now, the Oculus Quest is always using some type of predictive algorithm to determine the direction and orientation of your hand. This is primarily used when tracking is lost or your hand is approaching the Guardian. But with the increased latency from encoding and decoding the visual information, the Oculus app has to make more accurate and longer lasting predictions. So it appears whatever tweaks they've made in the public test build for version 18 are in fact doing that. Now, I don't really use my Oculus Quest tethered to my PC often enough to really notice, but I'm sure this is an improvement many people were looking for. So next up, Oculus Quest hand tracking support has been added for the Unreal 4 engine. Prior to this, if you wanted to use Oculus Quest hand tracking, your only option was the Unity engine. So obviously this makes hand tracking available to many more developers. I remain skeptical when it comes to hand tracking for VR games, but maybe now someone will change my mind with a killer app. Okay guys, let's jump into the hardware news, and it looks like the Oculus Quest is finally back in stock. While there still are some shipping delays, especially in the United States, Oculus is currently showing availability in 21 of the 23 regions they sell their hardware in. The Rift S continues to be Facebook's forgotten stepchild, as it is still completely unavailable worldwide. Now, it's become clear that Facebook is prioritizing the Quest over the Rift S, but I'm sure we'll see the Rift S return within a month or so. Okay, so last up, our big hardware story is a new VR treadmill from Catwalk. Catwalk has been producing and refining VR treadmills since 2015. Each model is getting sleeker and sleeker and promising better performance. The company will be launching a Kickstarter campaign for their latest product, the Catwalk C. The early bird pricing will have it at a whopping $699, but it's small enough to fit in anyone's home, and it's promising to have an extremely natural gait. Generally, VR treadmills feel awkward. Your posture is either leaning forward a little bit too much, like you're dragging a sled behind you, or you end up performing roller skate-like glide maneuvers rather than natural steps. At this point, it's an absolutely intriguing product. It adds an extreme level of immersion, but I honestly couldn't imagine using this on a daily basis. I already suffer from VR fatigue. Games like Tower Tag, where I'm in a very small play space, will get me tired after just an hour or so. Imagine actually running through the forest in Skyrim VR. While it sounds amazing, I just don't think your average gamer is gonna be up to the challenge. And a lot of times, it's just so much easier to use a thumbstick. Now, they are planning support for all major PC VR headsets and also including the PlayStation VR. The Quest will only work via Oculus Link. Now, any game that supports free locomotion should work with the Catwalk, as it will mimic the thumbstick input. Now, it uses dedicated footwear with hardware embedded, which would require different shoes for every VR user. Now, between the shoes, the price, and just overall VR fatigue, I remain skeptical on this product, but let me tell you, I really want to try one. I'm gonna do my best to get my hands on one and give you guys my honest opinion. Okay guys, that was today's new VR news. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, why not consider subscribing? Okay, I'll see you guys on next time.